Good afternoon. This is Jared here from Focus Group Florida Keller Williams Realty. Focus Homes, your local custom home builder, and Focus Remodels when you love where you live and you want to make it better. This week in Central Florida real estate, general real estate activity is jumping way up. Prices are up year over year by 8.7%, and listings overall drop. All right, let's look at the details of what's happening in Lakeland and Polk County, Central Florida over the past 7 days in real estate. The average home sold was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. That has remained relatively steady. The square footage went down slightly to 1,757 square feet on average. The average list price went down to $364,000 from $379,000 last week. The average sold price went down to $355,000. Last week was $368,000. And if you remember last week, we had a very small number of closings, and I mentioned that statistically that makes the numbers skewed because there's such a small sample size. So I completely anticipated this type of adjustment this week. The average days on the market went up to 63 days, so just over 2 months to get your house sold. The sales price to list price remained at 98%. And please remember that when we look at the sold price to list price, it is the most current list price. So if you listed your house at $600,000 and over a 3-month period you drop that to $550,000, that number is what they use for that percentage, not the original $600. Okay. Average list price per square foot is $200 per square foot, and the average sold price per square foot is $196 per square foot. If we look at our listing activity, all of it jumped way up. We had a really, really low week over Christmas and between New Year. So the new listings went up, the sold listings went up, and the new pendings went up. Also, we had more new pendings than closings. New pendings than new listings. That means the inventory in Lakeland shrunk by that amount. We only had 80% of the homes removed from the market replaced with new listings. However, in the county, we had 112%, meaning we put slightly more, 12% more houses on the market than were taken off by new contracts. If we look at the canceled, withdrawn, expired listings, January 1st is the biggest day of the year for this type of activity. And so there's no surprise that last week we had 23 such listings removed from the market, and this week we had 69. So we fully anticipated that. That's what happens. December 31st is a big cutoff day, so that is not a surprise. Our housing supply remains at 5.45 months, 6 months being equilibrium. So we have 91% of the homes needed, and we only need 9%. There's only a 9% shortage. It's still a seller's market, but anybody who knows what's out there right now, the buyers are very particular, mostly because they're paying 7% interest. If they're paying 7% interest on a $325,000 loan on an FHA 3.5 down, that could be $2,800, $2,900 per month. They don't have a lot of extra money after that to be working on repairs. All right? So they're being particular and taking a little bit of time to really consider because it's a big investment. The active listings went down, but only slightly. We had 1,048 last week, 1,020 this week. The price drop actually changed dramatically. It went up over double. Last week, only 41 listings had a price improvement, as this week we had 102. So that also makes sense considering the people who removed their homes from the market, they just stopped selling altogether. These people still want to sell their house, but made an adjustment to try and get it sold. The average mortgage rate remained the same from last week, which is not common. We've seen changes up and down for weeks and weeks. So last week we were at 7.1%. This week we're at 7.1%. All right, this week it is the second Thursday in Lakeland. That means it's the downtown food truck rally. I invite you to come down. It's an absolute blast. Come enjoy how wonderful Lakeland is. That's one of the reasons we love our town. Come enjoy it. Support local. Also, please remember to give us a call if you have any questions about the process, how to buy a home, sell a home, remodel, build one, buy a new build. No need to be scared. No need to be anxious. No need to be nervous. We can help you through that. And I have created a booking calendar on Google, so I will share that link as well. So anybody who just wants to book a time to come, no obligation discussion to talk about it, we're here to help. All right, guys, have an amazing week. Talk to you soon. Happy New Year. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.